If you're in a BL Discord server right now, you really need to hear this. Discord just announced a policy that's going to affect every single one of us. And I haven't really seen anybody else talking, especially in the BL space, talking about this yet. So I'm going to take that opportunity. That good tea. Hello, everyone. I'm Sean, and this is the BL Rundown, the show that we go every week and talk about the news of the week about BL. Now, typically, I do not do a midweek video. I try not to. We release one every Sunday morning, and I try to distill everything that I can and have found into a nice news segmented video, just to kind of update people like me who have a busy life and maybe don't get to catch every single thing. But the reason I'm doing this week or today is because this is really big. It's really big, and it has a lot of people talking, and for good reason, because it's not a good thing, right? Like, this is not good. And I'm going to get into why, but first I'm going to tell you what's going on. So starting in March, Discord is going to treat every single account as a teen account by default. So you're not going to be considered an adult. By default, every single user will be treated as a teen account. To access any age-restricted server, you need to verify with a face scan or a government ID, meaning that you have to hand them either a scan of your face or an identification that is issued by a government. There are a lot of BL servers out there, and many of them are age-restricted. And before we get into that discussion, it's not because they're all NSFW, right? It's largely because admins set them to be 18 plus to create safe adult spaces for mature discussions. So essentially, if you're in one of these BL Discord servers that's marked 18 plus, and I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of the big ones in particular you're not going to be able to access that server unless you hand Discord a scan of your face or your government ID. Okay. And now, if that's not already raising red flags, I have 3 different points that I'm going to bring up here to discuss why it should at least somewhat give you some concern. My first point is that this is essentially a database of LGBTQ plus people and of people who consume LGBTQ plus content. So when you verify your ID to access the age-restricted BL server, you're creating a permanent link between your legal name and your participation in LGBTQ plus content spaces. That's not, like, I'm not being paranoid here. That's just what the system does. You're creating that link, and they have your ID or face scan, and they can easily see that you're being linked to, or they can easily link you to this content. Like, that's just the reality. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I don't think the earth is flat or any of that kind of stuff. I don't think, science is a hoax or any of that ridiculousness. I'm not that person. In fact, I'm a researcher at heart. I'm literally I've been cited over 500 times and for my research. That's not important here, but I'm not saying this to be a conspiracy theorist. I'm saying this because it's just what it's doing. Whether it's intentional or not, that's to be discussed. But that's what it is doing. Point number 2 is that there is a reality here that a lot of us in this community, outside of this community, but within the BL sphere in general, we're watching in many different parts of the world. Okay? I know, and I'm not going to list any of them here, but I can see, based off of, analytics data, where a lot of people are accessing my content from. Okay, I've had access to that for many years at this point. I've always found it very interesting and like I love it because I love the fact that we have a lot of people from all over the world coming together. That's just beautiful to me. But I can confidently say that in some of these countries, being openly LGBTQ plus or being connected to LGBTQ plus content carries very, very real consequences. The fact of the matter is that handing over your government ID to participate in a BL fan-made community, it's really just not a small ask. For some fans, it is genuinely dangerous for them to do that. It's genuinely dangerous to watch this kind of content, to be associated with it in any sort of way. Again, that's not me trying to be like spooky, scary, doomsdayer. That's me saying that because it's the reality for some people. My last point here is that there's already been one Discord data breach. It's already happened. Yes, Discord says that they deleted their data, but last October, that's October 2025, a third party that Discord uses for verification, well, it got hacked. Over 70,000 government IDs were exposed. It's not a hypothetical risk. It's literally already happened. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you here. You know, Discord, it was never built for us. It was built, I'm a gamer. It was built for gamers. Along the way, it became the default for most online communities because at the time, there's been nothing better. And BL fans, ship communities, fandom spaces, the fact is that we've all been guests in somebody else's house. But the house is now getting ready for a $15 billion IPO. Our safety isn't a priority to them anymore. What matters to them is investors. They want the money. They want that $15 billion IPO to make them rich. Now, I can get into the politics of the CEO of Discord. They're not good. They would do more and raise more red flags, quite frankly. And once I learned about them, they raised a lot of red flags for me too. Now I'm going to do some self-promotion here to some extent, but I really want to talk about why it matters. Okay, this is really just a matter of why we've been building DramaLlama. It's exactly why we're building DramaLlama. Quite honestly, it's not meant to be a Discord replacement. We've been building it for a while now. It's something different. It's private communities built specifically around the shows, the ships, and the fandoms that we care about. It's meant to be small, community focused. It's not meant to have ID verification to participate in. It's not meant to have an algorithm decide what you see. It's built by fans, by me, and by a host of other volunteers who love BL. And it's made with love for other fans. Look, it's not perfect. The fact of the matter is we're doing this on a shoestring. Right now, I'm out of pocket paying for all of the server stuff and most of the other things. It's just the reality because I care about this. I care about this thing. I'm doing this because I love the community. I love BL. I love the stories. And that's what I want. Like, I love this thing. And right now I'm paying for it out of pocket. We're not paying anybody to be there. We're all volunteers right now. And some of us are just not making anything and doing the opposite. And that's fine. I love this thing. And I want this to be something that can change the world for the better, quite honestly. If I'm going to be pie in the sky, and I love to be pie in the sky, I wanted to do something meaningful. Okay, enough of that. But we are building version 2 right now. We've been building version 2 for the last couple of months. Like what is on there right now is the beta version. It was beta 0.1 or something, right? But we're building the next version, new UI, herds group. I can tell you this. I can't really show you anything yet. It's not ready. But version 2 is herd focused. It's meant to be little communities of people based on what they already like. But it's not ready yet. We're building it right now. But if this situation really tells you anything, it's that we need our own space. We don't need a borrowed space on other platforms that will kind of like change the rules whenever it suits their business needs. If you want to be the first to know when DramaLlama's new version launches, version 2, I'm going to put a link in the description and probably the first comment. Okay. So sign up and you'll hear from us before literally anybody else does, before I make another one of these videos talking about the new version. As always, I want to hear from you guys in the comments. Okay. So are you in any of the BL Discord servers that are age restricted? What are you planning to do when this rolls out in, I don't know, like a few days, like a few weeks? Drop it in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts, your opinions. I want to hear what you're planning to do, what you are doing. Did you hear about this? Am I the first one telling you this? Like, I want to hear from you. I love hearing what you guys have to say. Again, I don't respond to every single comment. There's literally hundreds on some of these posts. I do read them all though. I do absolutely read them all. So please drop some comments. I would love to hear from you. Also, go to the link, put your email address in there, please. Not required to. You can also go to DramaLllamas.com and check out the beta too. It's completely open and free to everyone. So please do, okay? Thank you everyone so much for being here, for being part of the community. Hit the subscribe button, please. I will see you guys Sunday. We'll still have another video on Sunday. I'll see you then, okay guys? Bye.